I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G-O-D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in Metropolitan.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit it.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in Metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First play, Wilson wants to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They go play action now. Wilson on the move to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Kamara now to return. .43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Williams again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos 7, Chargers 0.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times have we talked about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At about the 32.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
We're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Kamara up the middle. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Dugan drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He's got a man. Complete.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They run. It's Kamara. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
They'll turn to Kamara. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Justin Simmons. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first-half lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Dugan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Off the play fake. Dugan. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.